Alright, kiddos, get comfy, because it's story time. I'm going to tell you here where I started out with my language teaching journey and exactly how I ended up here and where this blog came from. So, I started teaching language 5 years ago. I didn't know I always wanted to be a teacher, but I always kind of had a love and a spark for learning and teaching, and language has been a big part of my life for a very long time. I started learning French when I was in 7th grade, and the reason that I decided to take French instead of Spanish like the rest of my friends was because I went to a camp when I was in 6th grade, and some of the kids that were in my cabin at camp were from Quebec, and they spoke French to each other, and I was like, what are you saying? I want to know, what are the secrets? And ever since then, I've always been fascinated with language. But I guess it goes back even before then because my family were military brats. And when my family was stationed in Japan, we all went to Japanese school and we were fully immersed in it. I spoke Japanese at the same time I spoke English up until I was 5. I don't speak it anymore. I don't want to talk about it, so we're not going to talk about it anymore. But anyways, language has always been a big part of my life, and then when I went to college and grew up and knew I wanted to make a difference in the world, teaching, obviously, most important job in the world, language, beautiful marriage, I became a language teacher. And as I got into the language teaching world, I, of course, taught the way that I was taught. Verb charts, conjugation, worksheets. Everybody hated it. It's like, why do you guys hate this? I love this. This is awesome. This is awesome. Why don't you guys love this? And I did teach a little bit differently. I taught with songs. I made everything really engaging. I was a total nutcase goofball all the time. Sitting up there sweating my brains off, trying to make, running in circles, trying to make things engaging. But it still just wasn't sticking. I mean, literally. If you listen to Shakira every day and you still don't like Spanish class and you still can't speak Spanish, like, come on. Is it really me? Yes, it's still me. It's still me as the teacher, yes. You know why? Because I was using really outdated methods. And I kind of knew it, but, I mean, what are you going to do as a teacher? You don't have time to fix all of this. You know what I mean? You feel me? You've got too much else to do. I had a new baby at home. I had a husband and a life. And I was still a new teacher. I was at school until 6 or 7 p.m. at night, trying to get my kids to learn this language and like class and to, stop cursing at me. That would be nice. So I was stuck. And so when I wasn't at school and when I wasn't with my family, so, 5 seconds every day, I was on blogs trying to figure out what can I do to make my practice better. Blogs, videos, and I kept coming across this term all the time. Proficiency. Comprehensible input. I got to try this. And nobody in my department really agreed with it. Not that they weren't supportive, but they were like, you do you, boo, but I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. So I was kind of on my own. I tried it. It worked instantly. I'm not even kidding you. It worked instantly. Engagement went up. Management problems went down. Language acquisition went up like crazy. It was nuts. Kids who were failing my class, bombing, bad, crazy town bad. They were volunteering to interview each other in French, in front of the class, for extra credit. It was nuts. I've never seen anything like it. I was a total convert. It was a total convert. And of course, I started listening to all the podcasts. I became a total convert, crazy cult fan, because it works. It absolutely works. And the research is there to prove it. So to get some of my peeps on board, I did a presentation, which you can watch. It's on my blog. To be like, yo, this works. Do it with me. This works. And I roped in 2 of my friends to start trying some things with me. They weren't sold on doing all the things, because they were like, it's a lot of work. I mean, yes and no. It's a little bit of work to figure it out if you don't have the time outside. Who has the time outside of school? That's not real. But it's some work to figure it out. So that's what I'm here. I'm here because I'm not better at this than you. I'm one step ahead of you. I'm only one step ahead of you. I'm one step ahead of you. I'm one step ahead of you. I'm here to help make sure that you've got everything that you need to get started, and that your life is way easier than mine was to figure it out. Because stop staying at school until 7 p.m. Stop putting your life on hold in order to teach, and please stop wishing and hoping that something in your class is going to change, and do something about it. Because I did, and it changed, and I love my job again. And I couldn't say that 2 years ago. 2 years ago I was stuck. 2 years ago I was not a happy camper, and I love my job again. And I'm excited to go back to it. And if you want that to be you, you can try this stuff, and I'm happy to help you. You just gotta try it. You in? Let's do it.